time to time, we're fortunate enough to have companies roll through here that are so cool. We love it when they roll back through here again. Next guest is certainly no exception to that. As a matter of fact, we look forward to seeing much more of Bryan here soon because he has so much stuff to talk about, and his company can do so much stuff for all the businesses out there, not just the ones he's working with today, but the ones he can work with tomorrow. That includes you. The guest is Bryan Acosta, the company, Advent Trinity Marketing Agency. Bryan Acosta, welcome back. Good to see you.
Thank you.
I always love having you come in here in the studio because, as I said there on the intro, you have so much stuff.
Yeah, I can pretty much talk for days, hours.
Well, you know what? That's good, though, because that is a business owner who's proud of what he does and knows what he does, and you can articulate and get the message out there. So, for people that aren't as familiar with Advent Trinity Marketing as I am, give us just a brief thumbnail of everything that you can do to help.
Well, our biggest thing that we tell people is we specialize in web design, SEO, and social media. But, that's our services, so to speak. But I always tell people we're in the people business, and we educate the business owners so that they're able to be successful when it comes to marketing their business online. And so, the reason why we've really got into the business was because, there's big corporations out there, even big businesses go out of business because they don't adapt with the times.
Correct.
And so, I think it's super crucial that businesses understand why it's important to have a website, but not only have a website, what's the next steps? And that's kind of what we want to go in today is it's not enough to have a website. It's not enough to be online. It's what's the next step, right?
Well, you have to nurture it the whole time. You don't just flip a switch and the money starts rolling in the door.
Yeah, it's like having a storefront and, please
here we are.
Somebody come in the door, please.
Please walk in the door and bring people with you. No, it doesn't work like that. But it does. And today, in this digital society we live in, I'm referring to digital advertising, it all starts with the website.
Yeah.
And so many people try to do it in-house, or they've got, well, my nephew does that. Well, maybe he does, but probably not as good as this guy. I'm gonna go out and say not as good as this guy, but the point is, the website, everything goes back to the website. Would you agree with that?
I completely agree. Your website is what we call the online storefront. And, if it's not done right, it's like, having your cousin or your nephew that, so to speak, does remodeling and they remodel your storefront, it doesn't look good, right?
Right.
And then you have to remodel and pay a professional to come in and fix it. And if it has a terrible foundation, the building breaks down. I mean, it's the same for the website. So many times, and I mean so many times, we have clients that come back to us and we have to just wipe the website
start all over
because we can't fix it. We just can't fix it.
Well, I read a quote the other day, Bryan, that I like a lot. I'll be using it. You can use it too. And that is, if you think it's expensive to hire a professional, wait till you hire an amateur. I like that quote a lot.
I'm actually going to use that on social media.
Feel free to use that. I'll help you with it.
Right.
So that is a great quote. But you guys are professionals in
Yeah.
everything that you do, and it's important that you're able to walk. But you don't. All businesses are different. They may all sell or offer a different product, good, or service. But on the business side, there's so many similarities to getting the word out there. In addition to the website, social media, of course, is the next progression.
Right. So we have this thing called the customer value journey, right?
Customer value journey.
Customer value journey.
Okay.
And so this is the big thing. We educate our prospect, whoever's going to do business with us, you must understand this customer value journey to do business with us. Because the biggest thing is that first we teach them, okay, you have the website, you have your Facebook, Instagram, you've been Google verified, people can find you, great. But how many people are you in front of? How many clicks are you getting to your website? How many likes are you getting to your social media? So what does that look like? Well, the customer value journey, your first step is awareness. It's like we were talking earlier, right? If you have a video, but you're not doing any ads, right?
Yeah, exactly.
So like I have a video, but I'm not doing any television ads. I'm not even putting it on YouTube.
Right.
Well, who are you sharing this with? With my friends. Well, how many friends do you have? I got 10, right?
Yeah. Oh,
I have
boy.
10 close ones, right? But you're trying to get out to the mass.
Absolutely.
So the big first phase of the customer value journey is people need to be aware of your business.
Okay.
And you need to be in front of as many people as possible. So the first strategy after you have a website is clicks, getting people from social media to your website, getting people that are looking on YouTube to your website. Once again, your website, your storefront. So how do you do that? Google ads, social media ads, you have YouTube ads, display ads, retargeting ads. There's all kinds of different ads, right? And then from there is the engagement portion, right? So now they're cruising down this this journey. So they were in awareness phase, and now they're in engagement, which is now they're clicking on your website. Now they're following and liking your page. Now they're commenting and sharing. You know, that's in them engaging because you've created that interest, which then is they don't become a customer just then, right? Because people buy from people they know, like, and trust.
Correct.
Right? So then they have to subscribe for more information. That's when people start truly following you on YouTube, following you on Facebook, maybe subscribe to your email list so they can get news of your business, and then they can potentially even turn into a referral or convert into business, which is the next phase. But most business owners just stop there. They just stop at conversion and think that that's the end game.
We did it.
We did it, right?
That's not right.
No. Well, I always tell them it's cheaper to keep them than to get new business, right?
Sure it is. Yeah.
So, you know, the next stage of that is spend more time with the customers you just got, right? Excite them. That's the next phase of the journey. So you're exciting them, you're getting excited, maybe do an onboarding, maybe throw an event, party, give them a little free t-shirt, I don't know, whatever your business may involve. If you get them excited, then you can get them to upsell, right? And then finally become an advocate, which is they'll give you a good review, they'll start sharing your business page with their friends, and then they'll start becoming your promoters.
Sure.
So that's the big journey that we have to teach people, and there is a marketing strategy for each little phase, you know. And so most businesses, they have to understand you're barely in the awareness phase. You haven't even to get the sale. There's a lot more than you have.
There's plenty between the awareness and making the sale.
Right.
Yeah.
Right. And people, you know, we can even turn on Google Ads and like, all right, where are my leads? And I'm like,
It doesn't work like that, folks. It doesn't quite work like that.
Right, right. So,
but am I right, Bryan, that it truly doesn't matter what your product, good, or service is? A lot of these, this whole customer value journey is pretty much the same regardless of what your end product is.
Correct. I mean, it's the same journey, different strategies. It's the same journey for every industry, different strategies. That's really it.
Well, and another key strategy too, and you touched on it a little bit, but a lot of people don't realize how hard it is to get that customer in there. And then when you have that customer, you can help increase business by simply letting them know other product, goods, or services you have, because you've already broken through the barrier of being able to sell yourself. And so you develop that relationship with them. So take the opportunity to expand what you're already selling them to let them know other things that you have.
Right, right. And that's the thing. It's just you can't stop with their niche, just the one time, you know. What if it's like a, you know, because our packages vary, right? What if you just sell the small package? Well, you don't just want the small package.
No.
You want the customer to grow and get the bigger packages, right? So, you know, if you have a product, you know, how are you getting them to spend more? How are you getting them to buy more? And how are you getting them to buy in bulks, maybe, right? How are you getting them to maybe even give out gifts because they like the product so much? You know, so it's not just about the services and packages. It's if you have a product, you know, now how do I get them to spend more? Right?
Well, and I like too, when you were walking us through the just a brief description of that whole customer value journey, which I like everything about that. You can get to a point to where these people become advocates for you, and they're actually salespeople for you to get you the referrals and whatnot
it's like free salespeople. Who doesn't like that?
Free salespeople. Well, we all like that. Being as a lifelong salesperson, I understand the importance of sales, but I also more so understand the importance of the relationship marketing. You develop that relationship, and they like you, and they want to, of course, share that. Their friends are going to say, "Oh my gosh, who did this for you?" Well, as a matter of fact, it was Bryan Acosta over at Advent Trinity.
Right, exactly.
And again, it's not just you. It's not just Bryan over there.
No.
Your name's on the door, but you don't do all this work by yourself. You have a staff.
No, I actually, the team's growing. So
is it? Okay.
It is. It's actually awesome. I actually recently just A&M is actually starting to send me interns. So that's a huge
gig 'em.
That's a huge, and for
Well,
a
that
business
says
that's
a
only
lot.
been, you know, around for a year and a half.
Hey, look, folks, they've only been around for a year and a half, but this guy's got a lot of people, a lot of talent on his team. They could be your team as well. Bryan Acosta, Advent Trinity Marketing Agency.
Thank you.
Thanks, Bryan. We'll catch you next time on All In.
Thank you.
Goodbye, folks.